Welcome back to Pairswellwithknitting. I'm Jennifer, and this is a knitting podcast all about knitting, yarn adventures, and travel. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm thrilled to share that I'm heading down to Rhinebeck very soon. Part of the thrill of that, of course, is doing all the yarn adventures down there, meeting all the lovely people, squishing and smelling the yarn, but before is the packing, and I do enjoy packing. What I've done is I've had quite a bit of fun putting together the outfits that I'm going to be bringing with me that include heaps of knitwear and trying to coordinate them with other things I have. We are not only going down just to Rhinebeck, but we are continuing on through Road Trip 2.0. So I feel like there is much to go over. We're gonna get started right away. And apologies in case we live downtown. There has been many a day leading up to today with heaps of urban noises. It's gonna happen. Apologies. I live downtown Toronto. This is all part of my life. You're gonna be hearing it. So I'm packing for Rhinebeck. Of course, I would like to bring my entire knitwear wardrobe. Not possible. The limited space with traveling. So I have pared it down very thoughtfully, mindfully, if you will, to specific knitwear that I feel like I can pair almost with everything that I'm bringing. I'm bringing 5 sweaters, 5 bottoms, and then specifically for knitwear, I have 3 shawls, 1 beanie so far, 3 fingerless gloves, and then other non-knitwear for working out, for running, and just to pair with obviously the things that I'm bringing. My first sweater is the field sweater by Camilla Vad. I have included much detail with this knit because this was a recent cast off of mine and I feel like it's gorgeous, absolutely neutral, and will go with so many things. My second sweater that I'm bringing along with me is also a newer, fresher cast off of late summer. This is the Felix pullover by Amy Christoffers, a black knit. It will go with absolutely everything, rustic and dreamy. Next sweater is a tried and true that has traveled with me many different places, North America and beyond, is the Anchor Sweater My Size by Petite Knit. Again, I think I wore this on a recent-ish podcast. Again, details can all be found there and in show notes. Now we're getting into very autumnal knits. This is my original Felix pullover. There will be, of course, descriptions about this sweater in the show notes, but it is a yarn that I haven't even talked about yet. It's one of my very favorite, like, classic Ontario yarns by Topsy Farm. It's in a burnt orange color, and it really shines with the design of the eyelet raglan. That is coming with me. And yet another Topsy Farm yarn. This is the Magnolia Bloom. It has been an absolute favorite. I've knit a couple of these, but this olive green color from Topsy Farm in the Aran weight is heavy, rustic, and the color I just adore, especially for fall. It's definitely a favorite. Those are the sweaters, and I think I'm gonna try now quickly to blast through into the shawls. You have seen one of these before. Again, a newer cast off. I'm going to be proudly bringing the Portia shawl by Natasha Hornby. Gorgeous cabled shawl showstopper. Pretty jazzed about that guy. Then I have two shawls or scarves that you haven't seen before. This is a Sophie shawl, one of a few that I have. And this is going to be hopefully a very neutral but fun pairing that I can wear in a lot of different ways with the shape of it. Sophie shawl. The last shawl that I'm bringing is the oldest shawl I have. No designer, I just freestyled, kind of learning to knit. This is a boomerang style shawl in a really heavy alpaca. I wear this ridiculously all the time, especially as we get into our chilly season, and it goes with everything. Absolutely. It's soft, it's delightful, not a lot of rustic bit, I feel, compared to the yarns that I use. It's definitely a favorite. Those are the 3 shawls. Moving on to the accessories. The hat I'm bringing is the tree planter hat. This is a free pattern. The designer is escaping me right now. I knit this a very long time ago when I was out in Tofino and Victoria on Vancouver Island, the exact opposite end of our dear country. So I will include, of course, everything into the show notes about this beanie. It is really simple, little rib beanie, and again, with the shaping of it, super easy to pair with different things. Tree planter toque. And then I'm bringing all my favorite things. Then my favorite fingerless gloves. I feel for where I live in North America, that my fall spring outfits are not complete without a fingerless glove. It's something that my hands get chilly, but I really still have that tactile, you know, having my finger and thumbs out to manipulate things as I'm grabbing my keys, as I'm grabbing other things, and texting, being on my phone. I also feel they complete every outfit. I adore the layering look, always have, always will, and this allows me to add that additional layer. I have tons of these. I knit these as gifts. There's no pattern. I freestyled these. I feel like I could make a whole video just on these fingerless gloves. Yeah, okay. Details will come in the future. I have 3 different fingerless gloves because, again, they're all different weights and they all have a little zhuzh to them. My favorites that I have to share, and I'll be as speedy as I can because there's so much to go over for the packing, but it's these gorgeous little critters. These ones are knit out of 2 strands of ramaffinol, making them almost like a heavy DK because I think it's a sport held single. And I just added these little flowers that I knit in a cafe and sewed them on, and they're just adorbs. Like, they're just great. I honestly feel like I cannot go out of the house without fingerless gloves in this type of weather. And I'll include some details about these are also ramaffinol. Now I feel compelled. These are ramaffinol held double. I felted them a bit to give them an little extra like cozy cozy. And these are my newest cast off. I'll be sharing maybe details in a future, like more traditional episode with 2 strands Newton and 1 strand of silk mohair. They're my new faves. Okay, stop. I have to press on. So those are the fingerless gloves. In general, that's what I'm bringing for knitwear. Okay, I was trying to figure out how best to do this. So I went through all the knitwear I'm bringing. I'm gonna go through the bottoms that I'm bringing. The first is a very traditional jean. Jeans go with everything. A nice blue. I mean, that's a no-brainer. And for me, I like lounging in them. I like going out in them. Everything that I do can and will be done in jeans. Sneakily, I'm bringing a second pair that I didn't even shoot video with, and it's a simple black pair. I feel like the fit of these, even though they're the same like make and model of the blue ones, these have a different fit that are a little more relaxed and feel super good on. Didn't take videos, so we'll maybe do some videos while I'm away. I don't know. Then I have the 2 skirts that you'll be seeing. The skirts are purchased from the Toronto Vintage and Antique Show that I went to this fall. I go in the fall and I go again in the spring and always have such a delightful time. I enjoy that it's always secondhand items and often items that you know you can't find. They're one-offs, and to find, you know, the cut, the style, the size, can be really challenging when you're going out thrifting or looking for vintage items, but this is all under one roof. Enjoy going. The first is this beautiful blue plaid kilt. It hits pretty low on me, so it's like beyond a midi skirt, but it's just a delight with the colors, the way that the pleats go. I mean, just yes. And I wear this out like here, going to get coffee, seeing friends. And I feel like it just adds such a gorgeous layer that's also warm. So it's really pretty, but also cozy. And this is what we want. It's 100% wool, goes with all the woolies. The last skirt and second skirt that I'm bringing is this red plaid kilt. Again, quite traditional. Lots of structure and shorter than the first. That'll be the second one, also purchased from the Vintage Antique Show. And again, this is what I adore with plaids, is that, sorry, a little fluff, is that there are so many alternative colors that you can pull from the plaids that just make everything look gorgeous. The last pair of bottoms I'm bringing are these really flexible, almost like a legging pant. They're a slim pant from Eileen Fisher. I used to be obsessed with Eileen Fisher. I still have, items from them, but I have since, over the last few years, gone a little more rogue in making my own clothes with sewing and knitting. And as well, now that when I am purchasing clothes, I'm purchasing secondhand thrifted vintage items. So not to knock the new, but just sharing that this is definitely a pant that I bring. Urban noises. This is definitely a pant I bring often when traveling because they are so, they go with everything, but they're also like super compact. So they're a lightweight pant to bring. And then I snuck in a hand sewn dress. This dress I actually wear all the time at home, lounging around. It's the first thing that I enjoy putting on in the morning to hang out and drink my coffee. It is the Ogden Cami. Again, the details will be in my show notes. It's a hand sewn item, and 2 years ago there was a hack of attaching a skirt to make it into a dress, and that's what I did. And I have to say, when I first sewed it, is that the past tense of sewed? Sewed? I didn't like it. It felt way too boxy and roomy. And then over time, it became a favorite. I was putting it on over things, under things. I wear it all the time. And I feel like I didn't bring it with me on the last road trip we did when we went down east. And I actually really missed wearing it. It's such an easy throw-on piece. So that's the Ogden Cami modified into the dress. I used to be obsessed with shoes. I'm trying to become a little less obsessed and buy a good quality shoe that can go with everything and be very comfortable. I've had a lot of issues with all the walking steps I do, with the job that I have, as well with my runs. So you're gonna see that these shoes are all flat, have usually big toe boxes, very comfortable, and go with a lot of things. First up is the classic Doc Marten. You're gonna see a lot of 90s inspired outfits as we press on into the videos with the knitwear. The Blundstone from Tasmania. These are definitely, I think, a Canadian favorite. I'll say Toronto favorite for sure. I do know overseas that people wear these for like cutting the grass, and it's a workhorse boot. We wear them in Toronto because it's disgusting here. It's cold, it gets rainy and icy. These are great for everything, and quite frankly, they go with everything, in my opinion. Next up is the duck feet shoe. This is the Moles. I don't even know if you can get these in Canada anymore. There's a distributor that was located in Vancouver, I believe. and they since have kind of petered out. I'm not even sure, but I do know that it's a Danish shoe and they are sold and distributed in many other countries. Just Canada might be a little more challenging to get your hands on. I wear these all the time, and huge toe box, very comfy. The last shoe, other than running shoes, of course, because I'm not even getting to the athletic wear I'm bringing, are these. These are Geox, just sling black. Fancier shoe for a nice dinner when you're feeling a little extra special, and still super comfy. They can be worn with tights or not. They're a good little workout horse shoe. We are gonna get into the videos. Okay, I tried to figure out the best way of doing this, so I shot the videos of all the fun knitwear outfits first, or knit fits, and then I'm just kind of trying to watch them, monitor them, so I can go through verbally with you what's going on. I hope it works. So first up, and what I've done is I've tried to lead the videos with the bottoms first. So first up is the red pleated kilt. What I've done is I put this together with the field sweater, which again, super jazzed about, and I feel is an instant classic. I'm wearing just a black, simple, tight. Stockings are my thing. I'm afraid it's gonna be a little chilly. And the first outfit was with the Doc Martens. So I feel screams 90s, which, you know, that's bringing me back in the best way. I had a great time in the 90s. The second outfit is pretty much the same, but I put it with the black sling back. So if I want to take it out to the cafe and I don't have to walk around as much, because obviously the Docs, they're good for everything. I mean, I could run around for days in them. Sling blacks are a little more just visually appealing, but you know, they're still flat. They don't have a heel, and offer a little more like dress up than the heaviness of the Doc Marten. Moving on, but keeping the same skirt and bottom and tights. The idea with the Doc Marten, so a heavy kind of bottom, rocking out with the Magnolia Bloom sweater. So it's kind of like, I feel fall-y into holidays. It's a little louder, obviously, than the field sweater, but I feel like it's a fun outfit. It's very cozy as well. And I'm pairing it with the fingerless gloves. These ones are these ones are the Ramafinal, the almost felted Ramafinal, like taupey beigey fingerless gloves. And again, I feel like even this, just with like the sweater and the fingerless glove, I don't necessarily need a coat or a jacket. It could be okay. Continuing on with the same skirt, the red plaid kilt, all the same look. I've just put it together with that really simple Felix pullover in black. Rustic, feels great, but to bring in a little more color, I've added it with the Sophie scarf. Now this scarf, and I know people lost their minds for the scarf last year. I was not on the boat in the beginning. Fully came onto the boat, and I have a number of Sophie scarves now. This one I knit in one strand of an Austrian rustic wool, obviously in that army green, which I adore, and I paired it with the Biche and Bouche matching mohair. The mohair is slightly darker, so it offers a bit of texture in it. True to form, red plaid skirt, Doc Martens, and the somewhat opaque, translucent black tight, pairing it with the anchor sweater. This, if you remember, is in one strand of Let Loppy rustic yarn, modified the pattern a bit to make sense for the gauge. I'm pairing it with the no pattern boomerang shawl that I made in the beginning of my knitting adventures. It's in a heavy alpaca. Again, I wear the shawl all the time with everything. I feel like it just goes with everything. It's ridiculous. It's extra cozy, adds that extra layer. So I like the look of it, I like the feel of it. And yeah, she gets a lot of wear. So I'm pairing this all together, which is, I feel, pretty classic. And then I just threw on, I've got this raincoat that I bought a couple years ago. It's a really light coat. It's a Gore-Tex, so it totally repels the water, but also the wind. So sometimes this is all I need, is all the woolly layers and a thin coat over top. It's great for if you're going inside for a bit of time and have to carry a jacket because it's so physically lightweight. So that's gonna be one of the coats I'm bringing. Didn't even go over the coats with you. Next up, I'm changing the bottom. So I'm going to the blue plaid skirt. I adore the way the plaid, the pleats fall. I paired it with the anchor sweater, so same sweater that I just had on, all the same with the tights and the docks. But now I'm adding and pulling in kind of the blues and greens from the skirt with the fingerless gloves that offer the little fun with the flowers. And yep, so then this one I've paired with the moles, which are the duck feet Mary Janes. Again, going for the taupes and the blue. And I just feel like it's cute, you know? Modest, it's lovely. It's a knitwear fun outfit, tight, the moles, the blue, Mary Jane's, and the blue skirt, but now I'm pairing it with the field sweater. Again, I mean, this sweater, because of the cream, goes with everything, and the motif on top makes it look extra fancy. I'm really enjoying the glove, the fingerless gloves with the flowers. Yeah, a little too much, but I'm enjoying it ridiculous with the field sweater texture of the grains. Just, you know, I'm a knitter. It's all the details and it tickles my knitting heart. Like, we're enjoying it all. Yeah, we're enjoying this fingerless gloves. It's great. Next up, we're bringing back the Felix pullover, incorporating more dark into the outfit. And again, I always enjoy with the plaid, pulling different colors or even wearing different colors allows it to look, you know, more rich, more moody or not. It's an easy thing to do. I am throwing over more woolly goodness with the Portia shawl that I cannot wait to wear while we're away. And the contrast of the colors even, so the plain of the stockinette of the black sweater underneath, and then the light kind of gray with the cabling is a delight. It's a dream. And I feel like, you know, maybe some would say a little louder with all the texture of the plaid and the shawl. No, we're enjoying it all. This outfit's a little different with the same skirt, the blue skirt, and now I'm pairing it with that olive green magnolia bloom. I wear this sweater with outfits that I feel maybe wouldn't be as normal to wear with. So I don't think if you really looked at the blue of the skirt, you might not think the olive green sweater. But I enjoy the contrast, and there's like kind of a goldenrod stripe going through in that plaid that I feel like I've sneakily like pulled out to get that green sweater to match. And I'm pairing it with the fingerless glove. This is the knitted in glove, and it's more like a super light gray. So again, kind of like cooler tone to bring that skirt back in. And again, like, enjoy the fingerless glove, the little cuff of the ribbing of the sleeve over top. Cozy, just cozy, and a delight of cozy cozy. Same outfit, but now I've got the Doc Marten so that I can walk around, be comfortable. If it's colder, obviously the little Mary Jane isn't going to be okay. So the Doc Marten, I can even throw in a little sock in that boot as well to give extra coziness depending how chilly we get. We're bring a little more color now. This is that first Felix. This is in the Topsy Farm yarn in the burnt orange colorway. I did have a check, and actually the burnt orange isn't even available right now, sadly, but they have a lot of other great color options. This is the Aran weight, so it's the bigger yarn of the two, and super rustic, but I've worn this all the time, this sweater, and she continues to stand up. I'm pairing it with fingerless gloves, of course, shocking. I feel like, you know, I could just be on repeat for that. And just throwing over the little raincoat that I have. Now the coat hits me below the hip, and I bought it in a size too big, which for me, I enjoy the boxy look of it, but it also allows me to wear different layers of knitwear underneath when it's chilly out. Right, so getting into a little more of a, I'd say even a put together look for a dinner, a nice cocktail out. I've got just a straight skinny pant on with some, what are they called? The slingbacks that, you know, I don't have to walk around for 5 hours in them, so we're good. And just put it together simply with the olive green Topsy Farm yarn, Magnolia Bloom. I feel like it's such a versatile sweater because it is rustic and cozy, but it's also really beautiful. That texture piece with the baubles, which I enjoyed making the baubles, and I enjoy the way they look on there too. It's just a cute outfit, simple, comfortable, but cute. Same pant, we've got the straight pant going on. This time I paired it with the moles, the little Mary Janes. Jean shirt, just a button-up jean shirt, and the Felix, the orange Felix. I really enjoy that boxy look, so where it's like that undone shirt that covers, you know, the bottom and the front, but it's that, for me, it's the side view of that hem I enjoy. And then the Felix, of course, is short enough, it's cropped enough to really show it off. Same thing with the black Felix. Again, I feel like this with the black, the blue, the black, the blue, that AB pattern is really nice. It's a put together look. I'm feeling a little like, you know, sorted out for the day, but we gotta zhuzh it up a little, so I'm throwing on the floral glove. We gotta give it a little more flavor flav, because right now, you know, maybe you could pull this look and assuming that you've purchased it already ready-made, so we gotta give it a little bit of, you know, I made this, a me-made look. The second jacket I'm bringing outside of the rain jacket is this mohair jacket. I picked this up at last fall's Vintage and Antique Show in Toronto, and it's a dream. I enjoy it. It's from the 80s. It's Max J Max. You might know it if you were around in the 80s. Some people do, they recognize the name. And again, massively boxy. It's got the huge shoulders, and I'm ready for it. I pop the collar sometimes, I leave it down, I button it, I let it go. It's a fun fall knit, or sorry, fun fall coat. Next up is the same pant, the skinny pant. We've got it with the anchor sweater, that really neutral colorway, and then a massive white blouse. This blouse is at least 2 sizes that bigger than I require, but love the flow of the parachutey look. I'm putting on the black boomerang shawl, super simple, and now the mohair coat. So it's a very cozy outfit, knit fit to go out, ready to be warm. It's bulky, it's big, but enjoying it. And I feel like kind of is all grounded with the skinny pants. So you've got a big situation going on up top and tighter, more fitted on the bottom. Love that look. Okay, this outfit is starting with no knitwear, so an interesting choice. We're going the sling back, make it a little more fancy. We've got the tight fitted bottom, the slim pant, and the very big oversized parachute blouse, which has become a staple of my wardrobe. And now I'm putting on the Portia shawl. Again, super neutral colorways with the white, black, and light gray. And I feel like allows the shawl to shine. This is an outfit, we are fans. We are ready to go out for a glass of bubbles and just have a lovely evening. I feel like that's my fanciest outfit that I'm bringing, just in case. Okay, we are getting into, of course, classic favorite looks. Simple jeans. These jeans hit at my ankle. They are an ankle jean. To me, they're a full jean. I've got the Blendstones for comfy, cozy. I've got just a cream, super like non-zhuzhy turtleneck. And I've got the little field sweater that I'm just draping over cape style superhero behind me. I'm throwing on the tree planter toque that offers extra cozy. And the thing is with this toque, you can wear it in so many different ways. I'm also wearing a bun. I've rolled it twice. Also to give it extra coziness, you can give it a little roll and it adds a little extra warmth. It's all a cute factor. That's fun. Next up, of course, the jean. I mean, jeans obviously are going with everything way too well. I think I've got the Blendstone on underneath, but let's see. Yeah, I do. And the anchor sweater with turtleneck. I feel like this like kind of screams like après ski with a jean, if I can. I love this combo of the Sophie scarf with the garter stitch texture against the anchor sweater ribbing. I'm enjoying that hard. And then kind of the khaki army green of the shawl with that neutral like taupey beige of the Let Lopey. I mean, I'm telling you, this whole fall knitwear thing is definitely my fave. It's my fave. This is a shell. This is a silk shell that I often bring traveling because it's super lightweight, goes with everything, offers like a beginner layer if you don't want to wear a lot, and it's a great staple for going out for dinner. We're making another fancy look. So this is the black boomerang shawl, tucking it in to give it a little extra bit. This is the thing with the shawls, like you don't have to wear them only one way. You can wear them any way you want and get creative. I think I've got the slingbacks on, and of course we're throwing on the little mohair coat to give you the full look of what we're looking like as we go out to be cozy but cute. And I've got to say, this coat is not the fanciest, but I still wear it out all the time to a variety of places. And I still feel with that shoe, it offers a little more fancy than maybe the boot. I've got to put this with the fingerless gloves because this was the reason for the colorway of the glove that I chose, or the yarn, I should say, that I chose. It was all from this coat. Fun, cute, simple, cozy, comfy. And this is how I live. This is just a no-brainer. This will be like probably one of the staples that I'm wearing around the house with the Felix and the jean. This hat I picked up, it was the last purchase at the Fall Vintage Antique Show. It's a paperboy hat, or I think they call it a, what's the other name? Paperboy hat, oh goodness, postboy hat, cap. They're like men's caps. And again, with the plaid, it goes with everything. It doesn't offer, I feel, so much warmth as it does like just a cute look to be out. And again, it's like super fall-y. The plaid color in it is almost like a crimson-y red, but I feel because it's such a small component, it almost goes to orange when it's paired with that burnt orange color. Of course, I'm getting excited because now I'm adding the fingerless glove. I've got the Sophie shawl on for contrast. So it's a little more color if you're into the color bit. Obviously pleased with myself for putting that together because I'm looking at the bed and I'm like, ooh, what else could I throw on? okay, we're putting on the rain jacket because, you know, we've got enough woolly bits on to keep us cozy as we are walking to and from goodness knows where we're going. Rhinebeck? I mean, yes. Okay, we are heading back with the Magnolia Bloom. Nothing too different here. We've got the Magnolia Bloom, the jean, and the Blendstone, but pairing it with the fun little cap. Again, pulling out different colors from the plaid, which I'm loving. And again, all the colors of this cap are so folly-esque. It's such a delight. Of course, we have to pair it with a fingerless glove to add the extra layer of goodness. And she's ready to go. Walking around, looking at the fall foliage, taking in all the good bits of a good yarn squish. I mean, we're ready. And in the last bits now, we're looking at the dress. So this is the Ogden cami or Ogden camisole that I sewed up, paid pattern with a hack. And there's a video hack. I'll link it in the show notes to make it into this dress. So this is just a super boxy look, pulled over the head, no zip, no button. And yeah, this dress, like I was saying, I wear around the house all the time, super comfy. And just as a little extra layer of cozy, the black boomerang shawl. And again, like, I'm kind of feeling the shawls. I wasn't before, but I have to say, after the Portia shawl, I'm definitely getting into the shawls with wearing them differently and offering kind of that different look and layer to my outfits. This is the dress with the Felix, and again, because the Felix is a boxy but crop sweater, I wear this all the time at home. This is like a sit and knit outfit for me pretty consistently. Extra chilly, adding in the shawl, and hello Halloween, a little black, a little orange. I mean, we're ready. We're ready for some Rocky Horror Picture Show. We're ready for some Sleepy Hollow movie. We're there. This look I just put together at the end, and I was really feeling it at the time. I'm not certain where I stand on it now. The field sweater that is underneath the dress, I kind of like the, you know, the contrast of the cream and the black, and then the straps on top with that sweetheart neckline. Would I wear it out? Probably not. This is gonna be a sit and knit look. I mean, in the video I was feeling a little more brave, throwing it together with the docs, as like maybe I'll head out in it. Looking back, I'm not 100%. I mean, it's cute. It's definitely a different look. More wintry, I feel, than fall for sure. But throwing on the jacket, maybe offering that different layer, and super boxy, layer, cozy. I mean, if I had a dog, this would be the dog walking outfit probably. But I don't. Looks like I'm still trying to add something, but what? Oh, doing the mohair. I mean, maybe. I'd go the rain jacket more. Okay, we are keeping the Ogden cami dress hack, and we are going into the Portia shawl. I mean, this is a cute look. Simple, uber comfy, and the shawl's doing all the work. Great. Obviously love the contrast of the colors there with the dark, the black, and then the light gray. And adding a little more knitwear, because, you know, one piece isn't enough. So a little tree planter toque folded up on itself. I mean, that's fun. Obviously I wasn't feeling it at the time, but actually I'm enjoying it now. Cute. And is this my last one? Oh my gosh, I think it is. Okay, so this, I put together a little extra layering. So the Ogden cami dress, and then I'm doing the straight ankle crop pant and paired it with the little sling packs. I mean, that alone, that's a good look. And I think immediately made it a little more fall worthy than just the bare leg. We're doing the Portia shawl, because why not? Make it a little more glam. I mean, that's a totally great going out outfit. I would do it, okay. I would. My whole I would never go into that dress. Like, we're changing. Maybe we would. Sometimes just playing around. It's a totally different feel. Oh my gosh, and that's it. Okay. I had such a fun time putting all of this together. The video today, going through and reviewing what I had filmed previously, and I have to say, absolutely, pairing my knitwear together with other knitwear or pieces that I plan on bringing with me for packing, it was so much fun. I think this is it. As a maker that is trying to do some sewing really into the knitting piece, is that we can't bang out a new sweater, every week, or, follow every trend that's going on, because it does take so long to make these garments from scratch. And I think for me, I'm liking what I like for me. If it happens to be part of the trend at the moment, that's great. But I really want to know that I'm going to be able to wear this in the future, or at least bring it somehow into my wardrobe that allows me to feel really good in it and proud of continuation of what I'm making. Yeah, so I don't know which outfit that I'm going to be sporting at Rhinebeck. I definitely have tickets for the Saturday, so I think it's really going to be a weather, kind of permitted outfit for me. I have seen rain in the future, which isn't obviously our favorite. We're gonna play it by ear, but you see, I've got a lot of outfits to choose from, and I'm still not 100% sure what I'm doing on the Friday. I do have the ticket page open for Wool and Folk, have not yet made the leap of the purchase of the ticket, but I'm like 70% sure that I feel like I need to go. So we'll see from there. I really enjoyed, I think, the time, even though it was really compressed for me, filming all those different outfits, because with, I think, what was going on with, life in general, and then also like the window of time where the sun comes in and leaves, and now our sun's setting really early, I really plowed through the different outfits as I went. So I mean, there were some sweaty moments, but I still allowed myself to have such a great time and putting pieces together that I normally wouldn't have put together, I think, if I was just like getting ready for the day. So being a little more mindful and knowing that our knitwear or your me-made wares, taking that time to kind of like figure out what else you can put together with it and look at that piece in a different way, we can get more wear out of it and find new joy in all of it. So I really enjoyed making this video today. If you enjoyed yourself as well, which I hope you did, please consider subscribing. If you have any questions about what was shown today, because maybe there wasn't enough detail, because not only, I haven't filmed every single like accessory from my previous knit life before we all came along together, let me know in the comments below, and I hope I get to see you at Rhinebeck. And if I don't, I hope you enjoy what you're doing with your yarny adventures wherever you are. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you find joy in your knitting, and we shall see you soon. Take care.